Hello all. If you missed the first part of Indian education system, do watch it. The link is in description. At least half of the people in our country don't have quality education. Poor people don't get good education and they can't afford to join in private schools. And the government schools don't have good facilities. IT field is increasing rapidly in our country. Do we have any subject or topic about it in our school? No. Reason: outdated syllabus. And to get more money, they will start IIT coaching for 5th standard and below itself. Nowadays, many students think let us do engineering first. After that, let us think whatever we want to do. There is no link between what is the job we are doing and what we have studied. The system of biating should be buried. Teachers should encourage the students to write the answers in his own way. Every subject is important. Student should choose his favorite subjects by his own. Teachers should not interfere in that. Sports and extracurricular activities should be compulsory. Games period is the best period which can turn a dull kid into a bright kid. The teachers should be trained before joining a school. The basic things teachers should teach first is what is life, what are ethics, how to respect others, how to be successful, what is the purpose of studies and education, and many other things. India produces more engineers than the whole population of Switzerland. But still, Switzerland is the number one in research and innovation. After independence, India haven't won a single Nobel Prize in science. But USA is producing in hundreds. How? As per a research, more than 80% of the engineers are unemployed. We can proudly say CEOs of few of the biggest companies in the world like Satya Nadella, Sundar Pichai are Indians. But they didn't study in India. In few schools, they divide students into three parts. For example, in a class of 60 students, they divide first 20 as toppers, next 20 as average students, and next 20 are poor students. Here, these 20 students, whom they call poor students, will be depressed and it will affect their self-confidence. And their performance will decrease even more. They will put more pressure on those toppers to score even more marks and get state ranks and all. They will try to push the average students into the toppers list. But what do they do with the poor students? They will give few questions and tell, read these questions, you will pass in the exams. They just want these students to pass, that's it. Generally, what is the quality of a good teacher? To teach the students who don't know anything. But what is happening here? They are teaching to the one who only scores good marks. The reason for this is these schools and colleges need fame and good ranks. Here, education became a business. Okay, now tell me, we have studied few formulas like a plus b whole square equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Where did we use these formulas in our life? Don't tell me we used that in exams. And one of the biggest problem is faculty. How many of you think your teacher don't have subject knowledge? And why do they hire the people who don't have subject knowledge? First thing educational institutions need is profit. If they want profit, they need cheap faculty. That means they need a person who takes less salary. Many people join as a lecturer if they don't get any other job. I'm not telling about everyone. There are people who teach with passion, but many join if they don't get any other job. And now let's come to projects. How many of you done projects by your own? Maybe one or two of you. Remaining all are fake projects. What is the meaning of project? We have to prepare something by our own. But what most of the engineering students do? They will go out, pay the money and buy the project. Students should have 75% of attendance or 85% in few colleges, or else they don't allow to write exams. So many students go to college just for the sake of attendance. They just come and sleep. Don't even listen to class because classes are boring. By this, they can't spend time outside to gain knowledge in any other field. Once a teacher conducted a maths test with a 5-mark problem. Everyone written the test and submitted the answer paper. The next day, after evaluation, everyone got 5 marks whoever solved the problem. But one boy only got 3 marks even after solving the problem. He went to the teacher and asked, "Sir, my answer is correct. Why did you give only 3 marks?" For that, the teacher replied, "You actually skipped 2 steps. so 2 marks are deducted. If you want full marks, you have to write all these steps. So what the student did here is, he used his creativity and solved the problem in 2 steps earlier. For that, he got rewarded with 2 marks deduction. Very nice. From this, we can conclude that even if we want to use our innovative thinking and creativity, the Indian education system is not allowing that. In our society, a person is sitting in AC room and working for an IT company for a salary of 10,000 rupees have more value than a person who is working as a delivery boy with a salary of 50,000 rupees. Is the delivery boy killing people or doing any crime? It's their wish. Whatever the job they like, they can do. What's wrong with that if they are happy with that? We can't judge a person by their job. In schools, kids sing rhymes like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Baba Black Sheep and all. But most of them don't even know what is the meaning of the word twinkle. They can't relate them when they see the twinkling star in their real life. Here the Indian education system failed to relate the theories into practical applications. In a class, a teacher skipped a topic. A student asked, "Sir, why did you skip the topic?" The teacher replied, "This topic is not important for exams." Then the student said, "But I am curious to learn this topic." For that, teacher replied, "You should not waste the time for topics that are not important for the exams." The real curiosity killers. Here the Indian education system is killing the curiosity of a student. In a class, once a teacher announced there is a district level creative writing competition. Those who want to participate, raise your hands. Many students raised their hands. In those students, there was a boy who's very interested in this type of competitions also raised his hand. And the teacher written all those students' names. After that, the teacher announced the list of names who are going to participate in the competition. But that boy's name wasn't there in that list because the teacher only selected the class toppers in those students who raised the hand. Then the boy stood and asked, "Sir, you haven't said my name. I am also interested to participate in this competition. Add my name too." Then the teacher made fun and cracked some jokes on him and made the whole class laugh. After that, none of these so-called top rankers won anything behalf of their school. But that boy grew up and became a great story writer for movies. Education is not about testing our memory, but to improve our talent and skill set. After 12th, if we ask our parents that we have to become an actor or an athlete or a photographer, they will throw us into engineering. And most of the students learn more in internet than in class. I am doing this video in 2021. Watch this video in 2025 and watch this video in 2030. Anything may change, but the education system will remain the same. Nothing will change. If you like this video, do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.